This is Sydney.
And I'm Sher. Here we are again with another challenge check-in where Sydney is reminding me why I left middle school.
Here.
All right, AI Don, get us started.
Welcome to this week's challenge check-in.
But before we get into this week's challenge check-in, we will share with you a few thoughts that have been on our minds.
Your mind, not my mind. Please leave me out of this.
The first category is, it's in the Bible.
I'll let you start, Sher. I only brought some jokes.
So just to make this clear, Sydney said, hey, let's share funny stories in the Bible. And then I get my favorite funny story and she brings jokes. This is what I have to deal with, people.
I just can't help where my mind goes. It just goes and goes and goes until it's bedtime, 9 p.m.
All right, so this is one of my favorite funny stories in the scriptures is when Elijah gets in a contest with the 450 prophets of Baal, and they're going to sacrifice a bull, and they're going to call down fire from heaven from their God and light the bull on fire without actually starting it on fire themselves. And so the 450 priests start in the morning and they yell and they dance and they're leaping up and down on the altar, and they do this from morning until noon. And then my favorite part is this scripture where Elijah says, and it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is a god. Either he's talking, or he's pursuing, or he's on a journey, or peradventure he sleepeth and must be awaked. So of course they bought into this, and they cried louder, and they cut themselves after the manner with knives and lancets till blood gushed out of them. And I just want to say, what in the world? Just what in the world were they doing? And I love that Elijah is human and that he mocked them. Were they too dumb to know they were being made fun of?
I don't know. I love this story so much, though. I thought one of the interpretations also meant, was he on the toilet? I've heard that before. I'm not going to check if it's true. I will believe this forever.
Who was on the toilet?
Their God. He's like, one of the phrases I believe means, where's your God? Maybe he's sleeping. Maybe he's on the toilet.
Oh, that's even better. I love that.
Yeah, don't look it up. Let's just believe it.
Let's just believe it. That's a for sure believe it. I also love that when it was Elijah's turn, he dumped all that water on and dug a trench and filled the trench with water and dumped water all over. And when he called upon God, fire came down and just engulfed all of it. The water, the bull, the stones, the wood, all gone.
Did he have them drench it? Wasn't it like you guys drench it?
Oh, yeah.
And so it's done properly.
Yes, he
That
did.
confidence.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just drench it all and then all gone. I think the reason I love this story so much is because it has all the elements that I really love. It has humor, has somebody mocking somebody, and then it also has a competition and a clear winner. I love that.
I love your perspective of that.
Thank you.
I just thought to myself while you were telling the story that how I so often feel so scared to go against 3 kids. And he went against 450.
Yeah, bring it on.
I need to be more confident.
Yeah, I mean, I think I felt this way every day for 32 years, where
Just
it was
30
like
students?
Yeah, just
At a time?
30. Yeah,
At a
whatever.
time.
More like 40 students
Oh,
at a time. And it was like, bring it on.
10 more is a lot.
It is. Once it gets past 32, it doesn't really matter. Just put in 85. It's all the same.
We need to think of this story more often.
We do.
We could do this.
Bring it on, sister.
I love it. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks for following the rules I set
You're
and then
welcome.
changed them.
Yeah. Now here we go.
All right. Are you ready?
Here comes the fake laugh.
I don't care if a laugh is fake. I will accept it. Did Eve ever have a date with Adam?
I don't know. Did she?
No, just an apple. That was a solid fake laugh.
Thank you.
Accepted still. Who was the most business savvy woman in the Bible?
Who?
It was Pharaoh's daughter. She went down to the bank and pulled out a profit. Come on, that has to be a real laugh. That one's so solid. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dishes.
Dishes who?
Dishes the day the Lord hath made.
What?
Is it stupid?
That laugh is just because that was so dumb.
I'll add a different one. God. Cain, where is your brother? Cain. He wasn't able to make it.
Oh my gosh.
I laughed for 20 minutes straight over these.
I'm so sorry. Please, can we move on?
Supercharge your vocab.
And now for the word of the week. I'm feeling like this one's becoming most people's favorite, is the word of the week, Sher. And I don't know if you remember recently you were a bit aggressive towards me when I told you I was on my phone during a talk And you were like, it was probably my talk, but it wasn't. Remember that? I know you remember it. She nodded.
I don't remember it. I don't even know what you're talking about.
All right. I just wanted to say that during your lesson on Sunday in church, I was on my phone because of Anna. And I just wanted to tell you what she said during your lesson.
I really dislike both of you right now.
Sorry, Anna. Wait, I'm not going to tell you who it is. She said, I think instead of an Urban Dictionary word, you should try and stump Sher with a really old historical word. Laughing emoji.
This is what you're doing while I'm trying to teach a lesson.
I thought Anna had a great idea to stump you with a historical word, so I have one for you.
Thanks a lot, Anna.
The word this week is dolly mop.
Is it a noun or a verb?
A noun.
Sydney accidentally dropped her sandwich on the ground, and a dolly mop swooped down and stole it before she could blink.
Okay, that's good. Dolly mop, a woman who dabbled in prostitution during the Victorian era.
Just dabbled in it?
That was my favorite part. I sent it to Anna and I said, dabbled in prostitution, laugh, 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 laugh. It's okay because it's just a dabble. And then she said, yes, do that one. And then I said, I will say dolly mop inspired by Anna Williams. And she said, are you suggesting that I dabbled? And then I said, a mere dabble. And she said, who hasn't? And then we listened to the rest of your lesson. Just kidding. I sent her like 19 more words that I found, and then we listened to your lesson. But that was my favorite one. That was really used in the 1800s commonly.
Thanks a lot for doing that while I was teaching.
Your lesson was so good, by the way.
I can tell because you weren't listening. You were talking about dolly mops. But I just would like to say that in the sentence I gave, the dolly mop stole your sandwich, which is unfortunate.
What a hoe. For fun, do you want me to tell you another one?
Yes.
Nanty narking. It's used to express that you're having a lot of fun, but almost too much fun.
I really like that word.
Me too.
Okay, so the two words were dolly mop and
nanty narking.
Nanty narking?
Yeah.
I just have to say, to add with the historical theme, huzzah. It's time for our challenge check-in.
This week's challenge was to improve your spiritual vision, or to go to God and ask Him for something that you know you need that feels maybe obvious, but you've never asked.
This week, what I've been really thinking about is I'm really struggling with organizing my time lately. My days were always so structured as a teacher, and since I've retired, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, but I still have a lot to do, and I let time get away from me. And so I've been trying to figure out how to organize my days better. What I decided that I needed to do was take the problem to God and say, these are all good things, but I need the good, better, and best. And that's what I've been trying to focus on, is asking God what is good, what is better, and what is best with my time.
I love that. No joke. I'm going to do that in the car on the way home. I'm going to say that same prayer. He's going to say, I've heard this before and recently.
From both of us.
I love it.
It needs to be on the daily, I think.
The way I went with the challenge is I have been doing so much spring cleaning in our house, and it is making me feel so much happier to get rid of things. And I thought, what if I did the same thing, that I uncluttered what I need to unclutter spiritually? And it's always Facebook videos. I just get drawn in and I listen while I'm cleaning, and I gave those up again. So I gave up extra noise and replaced it with more positive noise or classical music to help fill the spirit during the day instead of just ugly noise. That's what I did.
That's great.
It's so hard. I really love drama on Facebook. They're like, have you heard of this conspiracy theory about Kanye West? I'm like, ooh, tell me more. But now I'm going to violin music instead. But if you haven't done your challenge yet, it's not too late.
Have a great week.